Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss the remaining parasympathetic peripheral ganglion, that is the otic ganglion. It is basically located in the infratemporal fossa just below the foramen ovale and lies medial to the mandibular nerve and is lateral to the tensor villi palati muscle. Now, another thing that it surrounds the origin of nerve to medial pterygoid. So these are the location and the relation of the otic ganglion you can see. Now in this very picture, you can see the cranial nerve ninth, which is the glossopharyngeal nerve. We have to discuss basically the connections or the roots of the otic ganglion. So we are mentioning here about the parasympathetic and motor root. From where does it come? It has to come from the glossopharyngeal nerve, and you know what? Through its inferior salivatory nucleus that lies in the medulla oblongata. And from here, what is going to happen? The preganglionic fibers from the inferior salivatory nucleus has to travel in your glossopharyngeal nerve. And from here, you can see the tympanic nerve, which is a branch of glossopharyngeal nerve, is taking all these fibers up to the tympanic plexus, which lies in the tympanic cavity. Now from the tympanic plexus, there is another nerve named lesser petrosal nerve is going to start, and it has to reach the otic ganglion. And from here, the postganglionic fibers are just supposed to reach via auriculotemporal nerve to the parotid gland for salivation. So you should know about the motor and the parasympathetic root of that otic ganglion. Now look again on the otic ganglion. Now we have to discuss its sympathetic root. And always remember that the sympathetic root of any of these four ganglia, they are winding round any artery. So concentrate on the external carotid artery that give rise to, I would show you that where lies this external carotid. This is the external carotid. Now you are looking into the middle meningeal branch coming from the maxillary artery, and here you see the formation of the sympathetic plexus. And now this sympathetic root basically derived from the plexus around the middle meningeal artery, as I have mentioned. It contains postganglionic basically fibers from the superior cervical sympathetic ganglion. The same ganglion that was supplying the rest of the sympathetic fibers to previous parasympathetic ganglia we discussed earlier. Now these have to pass through the ganglion without relaying, and via auriculotemporal nerve it again reaches the parotid gland. They are vasomotor in action. Now concentrate on the sensory root of this otic ganglion. On the above picture, above area, you can be able to see what I'm going to show you. This nerve, which is here like division of the trigeminal nerve basically, and from here you can see the branch of it on the very side. I would show you the auriculotemporal nerve, which is the branch of third division or mandibular nerve of the trigeminal nerve. It is basically holding or encircling, you could say, the middle meningeal artery, and from here it has to be distributed to the gland again. Now we have to see that what are the branches. Let's revise or just have a look, which comes from the otic ganglion. Basically, all the branches are chiefly distributed to the parotid gland through the auriculotemporal nerve, which you know is a branch of mandibular division of the trigeminal nerve. Now, other fibers that are supposed to pass through these via this otic ganglion, They are motor nerve which supplies the muscles like medial pterygoid, tensor palatini, and tensor tympani. And another important thing here I would like to mention that you can see here as well that we have another branch which connects the ganglion with that of the nerve of pterygoid canal. What is going to happen that the ganglion with the chorda tympani nerve leading to the connection with that of a nerve of pterygoid canal that provides an alternative route for your anterior two-thirds of the tongue for taste. But this is without passing through the middle ear basically.